Hey, it's Shelley from Best Buy Canada's blog. Over the past month, I have installed and I have been using the Amaryllo Zeus and Amaryllo Apollo biometric auto tracking security cameras. The Amaryllo Apollo is a small round security camera. It rotates 360 degrees and it will stream in 1080p. Amaryllo Zeus is actually one of the coolest security cameras I've ever seen. It plugs directly into your light bulb. So you can plug the Zeus into any standard light socket. It has a spotlight that will light up when motion, fire, or audio, any audio triggers are detected. Installing Amaryllo Zeus is as simple as installing it in any standard light socket. I installed it above my back door, and installing Apollo is as simple as plugging it in. You can mount Apollo on the ceiling and it will rotate 360 degrees around your room. I placed my Amaryllo Apollo on a bookshelf and I monitored my living room with it. It will detect humans, and if you have a subscription, it will detect pets, heat, and fire. This mount comes included with Amaryllo Apollo, so you can put it up on your ceiling. Here's a look at where I installed Amaryllo Zeus. As you can see, it's lighting up my outdoor area above my back door. Here's a look at it spinning. So you can set it to have a set home point where it won't go all the way around. It will just track whatever's in front of it from side to side. You can set it to stream in different resolutions. I have mine set to stream in 1080p, and it has night vision as well. So the motion is detected. It will light up, as you can see there. It will light up and it will zoom in on you. And you can also add a voice prompt where it'll say hello to whoever's in front of it. To capture video files, you either have to have the Amaryllo Cloud installed or using the Amaryllo Cloud or Google Drive. I installed mine with Google Drive, so it was uploading 5-minute clips to my Google Drive account. It has two-way audio and the audio is crystal clear. Take a listen to this day when it was raining. This is when the camera does a patrol. It follows the subject, it does auto tracking, and then it will do a full 360 spin while it's looking for the subject. So it zoomed in on me here and it was watching me.
Is this my new home? I am so glad to be out of that box. It is nice to meet you. This place is fantastic. Now please download the app and install me right away.
Amaryllo Apollo has basically the same features and functions. It works within the same Amaryllo app as the Amaryllo Zeus. It's pretty much the same camera. You just place it on your counter and it streams in 1080p or, a lesser resolution if you'd like to choose that. The lighting in my house has been pretty dark because we've been getting a lot of rain, so the night vision on the camera has kicked in quite a bit. As you can see though, it's pretty clear and it definitely will track anyone who comes from the living room into the kitchen area. I have it set to only track within that zone, so I add an activity zone and it will only detect for that area. When you're viewing the camera live, you can actually just tap the screen and drag the camera around with your fingers so that you can pan up and down or tilt. If you've had motion detected and you'd like to see what it is, you can focus in on that subject. The free Amaryllo account, you can upload all of your video files to Google Drive, and as I said before, it uploads them in 5-minute segments. So it does take up your Google Drive space if you have just the limited account very quickly. It will override those files every single day, but you can go into the app, you can view screenshots in the app, you can download your video files from Google Drive in the app, and it makes it really easy to access your files. The only thing is if you don't have an Amaryllo cloud subscription or the account, there's no long-term storage for your video files. You have to download them. With a free account, you can set it to detect humans. You won't be able to set it to detect vehicles, fire, or pets, but you can have facial recognition on. To use face recognition, you have to go through a process of looking at your camera where your camera will learn what your face looks like. And they do provide you with screenshots to show how to tilt your head to different angles so that it can capture you and recognize you. I didn't have enough screenshots of my face for it to detect me by name, but it did pick up whether or not it was a human in its line of sights when motion was triggered. There's a few interesting features on the Amaryllo app. You can set it for motion and audio alerts. So I have mine set for just for the front sensor. There's a daily report that you can see of how many motion alerts and how many audio alerts were triggered during that day. And if you have an Amaryllo subscription, you can see how many vehicles, pets, fire, faces, other humans were detected. Here's a look at the snapshots that are available in the app. So these are just pictures. So if motion is detected, it gives you an activity alert and it will take a picture. And when you're within that picture, you have the option to just tap to call an emergency contact or set off the siren. Here's a look at the live view within the Amaryllo app. I found that the Amaryllo cameras are very clear. They provide amazing audio, and they're really great at tracking their subject throughout the house. There's not a lot of lag or delay when they're tracking. They just follow that person until they exit the activity area. There are a few different features on the Amaryllo cameras that I don't think I've ever seen on any other security cameras. You can use the microphone, obviously, but you can also set it an alert if you get mail, so your camera will say something when you get mail. You can use it as a clock, so it will announce the time every hour on the hour if that's what you'd like. You can use it as an alarm. It'll wake you up in the morning if you choose to do that. I mentioned before, in order to access the biometric features such as beyond face recognition, which it will do on a free plan, for fire, pet, vehicle detection, you will need to get an Amaryllo subscription. So the best Amaryllo subscription is $10 US per month, and it gives you 365 days of cloud storage as well as all of those activity tracking biometric features. I really like the Amaryllo cameras. I find them very easy to use. I'm very impressed with the install on the Amaryllo Zeus. All you have to do is screw it into a light socket and you have a security camera that gives you a spotlight as well as provides you with coverage in case someone's outside of your home. The Apollo is a user-friendly camera too, and I think to get the most out of this camera, you should install it on a ceiling with the mount so that it can rotate in 360 degrees. I think I'm going to move my Apollo to where my back door is, just so it can track people who are coming and going. That's it for my look at the Amaryllo Zeus and the Amaryllo Apollo biometric auto tracking security cameras. You can see my full written review as well as other photos on Best Buy Canada's blog. Thanks for watching.